What's your story? Everybody has a story. And your story sometimes can be your reason why. The reason why you get out of bed every day, the reason why you work out, the reason why you have the job you have, the reason why you're on this earth. So what's your story? My story, 10 years old, lost my dad to brain cancer, okay? Battling a year and a half, almost 2-year battle with a brain tumor, and at the age of 10, probably the most unthinkable thing happen. As a daddy's little girl, I lost the daddy part. And I was only a little girl. I was no longer a daddy's girl because I lost. The first man that I ever truly loved was gone at the age of 10. I was 10 years old. Just a few years later, my mom's mom passed away to a heart attack. Then, about 10 years after my dad passed away, my grandpas passed away just a couple months apart, each from their own diagnosis of sickness, illness. And then almost a year ago, I lost my last grandparent, my grandma, to not sure what, but all I know is my grandma, who was 73 years old when she passed away, was one of the smartest people I ever knew. And when she lost her son, my dad, when she lost her son at the age of 34, my grandma was no longer the same. She had a stroke not too long after his death, and then not too long after that she had another one, and she was no longer the grandma that I knew. And she lived to be the age of 73. What's your story? What's your reason why? We're all put on this earth for some reason. But if you don't figure out what that is, what your purpose is, then what are you doing? We all have a purpose. We all have a reason why. But some of us can't figure out the exact reason. We don't dig deep enough down to figure it out. But you do. You do have a reason why. You do have a purpose. Figure it out. Because you need to live your life that you're supposed to live. Meaning you're supposed to do something, your purpose. What is that? You need to be doing that. You need to be sharing your story because everyone has a story. Don't you dare judge somebody for the moment you meet them just because they might not look the way you think they should look or they're not acting the way that you think they should be acting. Don't you dare, because you have no idea what that person's been through. You have no idea. And if you're the first person to judge them, man, shame on you. You don't do that. Not in this world that we have, not where everything is so difficult. When half the people in this world have a hard time getting out of bed and you're judging them because of the way they are, the way they look, because that's not how you agree? You don't agree with what they do? Who are you? Who are you to say that that person is doing something wrong or that person isn't the way that they should be? Who are you? That's not your purpose. Your purpose isn't to be on this earth and to judge people. That's not your purpose. It's not your purpose whatsoever. My purpose is to help people. I knew since I was very young that I needed to help people because there's so many people out there that need help. They need to hear my story. At the age of 10, I lost my dad. Right after I lost my dad, my mom was put in the hospital because she wasn't well. You know, she took the death of her husband very, very hard. And I almost lost both of my parents at the age of 10. Now, I'm not saying I had the most difficult life because there's plenty of people who have a worse story than me. But I have a story, so don't you dare judge me off what I choose to do because you don't know. You don't know my story. But I almost lost both of my parents at the age of 10. I had to go live with family members until my mom got better. That was 19 years ago. And look at me, I'm still going. I'm still strong. I was raised by my mom, just my mom. You're so blessed if you have two parents to raise you. You're so freaking blessed. Not saying that you haven't made and not saying that your life is perfect, but you're blessed. I'm blessed as well because I had the best mom I could ever have to raise me. And I had the best dad for 10 years to raise me. It's just unfortunate I don't have him here now. And I miss him so much. And my life hasn't been the easiest without him because as a daughter, we need our fathers. We need our fathers more than what you might think. But we need them. And if you're a father and you're not with your kids, if you're not a part of your kid's life, shame on you. Because you don't know how hard it is as a female in this world not to have a dad around. Stop being selfish. We're all selfish. That's what we are. We all are selfish to a point. But it's about time we wake up and start worrying about others and thinking about others and helping everybody out. Helping each other out. Help yourself out so you can help other people. Don't forget about yourself, but you need to help others while you're helping yourself. Because this world, it's messed up. And we're judging people because that's what we do. So what's your reason? What's your why? What's your story? What is it? Share it, because you don't know what life you might change by telling your story. We all need to hear your story because it can change somebody's life. Because I'm 29 now, haven't had, the best of life, but I haven't had the worst of life. But I'm not who I am today if it wasn't for what I've went through in my past. A stronger person. I can handle a lot. But I tell you, I'm not perfect and I never will be. And I miss my dad more than ever. And it was 19 years ago I lost him. Seems like yesterday. I miss my grandparents. I don't have any grandparents left. I miss my family. But I tell you what, my family that's still here, we're as close as can be, and I will never take that for granted. Because I don't know when they won't be here anymore. So what's your story? You need to share it. You need to try to change somebody's life with your story. Because you have a story, you have a purpose, and you have a why. Why do you work out? Why do I work out? Because I want to be here as long as I can. Because my family doesn't like to be here very long. But I want to be here as long as I can, as healthy as I can. Because I'm gonna have kids. Kids are coming. And I want to be here for them. I want to be the best mom that I can possibly be. That's my why right now, is kids. As a kid. That's my why. Why do I get up in the morning so early to work out? Because I have a kid coming. And I want to be the best mom. I want to be the healthiest mom. I want to be able to provide what I can to these kids because society's not going to do it. I want to raise them best I can. I'm going to get up with a purpose. A purpose to better myself so I can better my kids' life. Better the people around me life. I want to change your life. I want to change my life. Because your story can change my life. My story can change your life. But if you don't share your story, how are you going to do that? If you don't share your purpose, how are you going to do that? If you don't know your purpose, how are you going to do that? Figure out your purpose. Figure out your why. What is your story? Because you have one. I bet you it'll change somebody's life. So what's your story?